Hey guys, and today, hey, it's AKC here, and today, guess what? Um, I'm reviewing, I'm reviewing The Life of Pablo by Kanye West. So if you don't know who Kanye West is, that rock you must be living in is pretty huge. But if you don't know who he is a rapper born in Atlanta, Georgia, but grew up in Chicago, and he's often known for his antics, controversial stuff, and everything, and his personality, his like flexes kind of personality, and everything. But I mean, it's kind of true. I guess you could say he does kind of act like a prick sometimes. Um, but he makes good music, separate arts from the artist, and this is a really good example of that. This artist is a really good example of that. Today we're looking at this kind of most split up album, The Life of Pablo. It came out in 2016, and let's get right into it with the first part of the album. Now, I feel like there are different parts of themes in here. First, you got the one about fame, and religion. Then you have the part about family, and then you have the part about kind of like him and everything that he goes through and what he does. So first, I started with the religion / fame part with Ultralight theme, which I didn't like on the first couple of listens, but listening to it now, I love how soulful it is. I feel like the Dream, Kelly Price, and the Chance the Rapper all do very good, very well. Especially Chance the Rapper. He has a nice, decent little voice. I love that. Father, Stretch My Hands, Part 1, has a controversial line about bleach, girl, butthole. But that's all I have to say. You already know what I'm talking about. And but it has like this really nice piano sample. And in the back with the trap beats too. It's very soulful, especially since it's like kind of somewhat produced by Metro Boomin. Then we have part 2, which is literally just Panda by Desiigner. Instead, it's just Kanye West kind of rapping and coming in here every now and then. I do like it, even though if it is just Panda. That's pretty much the only reason why I do like it, since it's just Panda. Then we got Famous, which has another controversial line about Taylor Swift. I mean, the line itself, I don't care. I think people should move on from it. I mean, yeah, sure, it wasn't good that he lied or whatever, but at this point, it's gonna be irrelevant. It's gonna be so irrelevant. Who cares? I don't care. I like Taylor Swift's music. Also like Kanye's music. Who cares? But it has a nice beat too. It's a really nice one. They produce this album very well because it has like this nice kind of nighttime kind of feel in a way. You got Feedback, which has these like weird horn things that go higher pitched, lower pitched, higher pitched, lower pitched, and talks about fame again. You got Freestyle 4, which is a funny track because I only mostly like it for Tyler's use of the beat on it, because the beat's very good. He doesn't really say anything on the track. The lyrics are not amazing or anything, but I love how well it fits into the album. It does a nice job with that. Waves is such an on and off song. Has Chris Brown on it, and one thing does a decent job. We have the beat is like this weird like vocal sample that's like layered and layered and kind of like layered and layered and layered in a way. So where it almost kind of reminds me of Waves, but except it's like it reminds me of like a beach that's like cloudy over it, so it's like very like gloomy in a way. That's what it reminds me of the most, and I really like that. For My Lady, but The Weeknd is actually a really nice song, where he just guess what talks about his relationship with Kim and everything, and how he has to is doing it all for her and everything. And The Weeknd comes in with some very nice vocals on there. I really do love this track. Love that track. We got Real Friends. Kind of the most weirdest one for me. Not bad track. I like how he talks about how you have to tell your real friends or not. You know, the ones who were there at the beginning and everything. I really like that. I really like how he says stuff about that, and I feel like that's very relevant now in the music industry, especially in the rap music industry. Next we got Wolves, which I feel like is kind of underrated in a way. Kind of, in a way. Not only because it builds off of Real Friends with the vocals, but I love how the vocals, I believe by Sia, kind of is the beat. She's the beat. And I love that. I also love the part where he raps about being surrounded by a gang of wolves, which is like yeah, I love that. Then we got 30 Hours. It's a nice just chill track. You just put it on while driving or anything. He even says it, put it on while driving or something. We got vocals from André 3000 from Outkast, but you can really barely hear them. They don't really say anything on this track. It's kind of just like, he drove 30 hours for girls at one point. And I feel like it's a well enough track. I like it. No More Parties in LA. A banger of a track. Kendrick Lamar goes absolutely off. But I feel like Kanye inches a little bit more. He snaps. If you want to show like somebody's not into hip hop, like when a rapper snaps in a song, this is a really good song to show. Because you can tell he was just like, okay, whatever. I'm going all out. And he goes all in. And man, it's a very good track with this nice kind of jazz rap type of sample or something. I love the No More Parties in LA. And like he was like, the Los Angeles things and throughout the track. I really love that. Then we got Fade, which is kind of a lackluster track in a way, but I still do like it. It's kind of reminds me like kind of reggaeton in a way. And we got Saint Pablo finishes off with like this nice shiny instrument or something like that. And I think it closes off the album pretty well. Facts, songs I don't like, Facts and Highlights. Highlights is kind of just boring, and Facts is actually pretty good. No, Facts is kind of just Jumpman, except less menacing in its beat. But other than that, this is a very good album. Objectively, probably like a 7. Personal enjoyment, I have no idea. I guess check the description because I don't even know. So, see ya.